take me through the earlier years of setting up this particular business, because you already gotten your partners, you already gotten your investors, you already have everything put into place. Now you're ready to dive into this. How exactly was it?
So, so we got the product in, which was like, I'll never forget that feeling. Like all
You
this.
remember the date?
It was okay. I launched on December 15th of 2011, but the product actually came 3 months later in March.
Why that delay?
Because
So you
the product
launched without a
was being made.
product?
I launched without a product because I could. I knew it. I see that's like I just like everything Susie Beauty. I go with my gut, and it said that's okay to do, and I did it, and it worked fine. We had a big launch, like 100 people, and we had like marketing samples. We took pre-orders, and then people just waited. But also, remember, like I've been talking about this this was 3 years in the making. By the time I said I'm creating a product line, like the first article that was written about me in The Nation, don't forget I've been working in media makeup, so I have all these media friends who I'm like, oh, I'm making product. They're like, oh, tell us more. Let's write about you. September 2009, it was in The Nation newspaper that Susie Wakabi is creating a product line. I launched in December 2011. So all this time everyone's like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So by the time I was launching, they're like, okay, now we can taste a little bit. By the time it was here, it was gobbled up. So there was a big build-up. And with all, like once the first media report came out, it was just a snowball effect. So more and more press around this product that's still not even here. Yeah,
interesting.
I know, very different.
There's something about you, I think you just, when you had a previous conversation for the book, is that you've hardly spent anything on marketing.
I don't do paid advertising. Sorry, advertisers. Sorry, all you people that call me, that try to charge me. And I'm like, why? And they're like, but because you need it. I'm like, actually don't. So I have, and I have
How did you build that?
And I've never.
Just take me through that.
So poor guys, they can't stand me.
It's a very good way of bootstrapping.
Yes, exactly. I knew I could not afford, like, I mean, I'm not going to put billboards and I'm not going to put an ad in The Nation. Social media wasn't even strong like that then. So I was banking on myself and my own PR and my big mouth. And every single...
So having a big mouth is a good thing.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine for this.
Yes.
Every single interview I'd be called for, article I'd be written about, I would give my all to it. So that was the way that I got Susie Beauty's name out. That was the only way, and that's all we banked on. And then I would like sponsor events and have my team there doing makeup. So sponsoring meant like you don't pay us for our services and we'll just showcase, and then we get that publicity on that event. So I'm the one who started that. I think that's like off the table now. So I used to do that a lot and talk a lot, do a lot of talks, like talk about the brand. And so that's how I got the name out there. And so I did not have to. Well, I mean, I have a 2-page article in The Nation as opposed to a small ad for 200,000. All the information is there. Like, why would I say no to that?
Interesting.
Right?
And speaking about bootstrapping, what are some of the things that you actually did? So for those who don't know, bootstrapping is literally finding a way to literally spend less money achieve that which you want to do.
Yeah.
What are some of the other things that you did to bootstrap through your early phases? Because I know it's literally a capital-intensive project. So besides marketing, advertising, what are the other costs that you found a way around it?
So like even like traveling to do these events, like there's an amazing event called Cosmoprof, which is it's a worldwide beauty exhibition. It happens 5 times a year. They actually approached me first, and I don't know what lucky gods were looking down upon me. And what they have a buyer program, and they invited me to come on the buyer program, which means they import me to whichever event I want to go to. And this is that expo I went to, but it's the same thing. But they bring you in as a buyer, so you give them feedback and you do your buying, and I work work with them on the experience I'm having as a buyer, and they get whatever they get out of me. And I get to do that, like they'll pay for everything, and then I get to do my product development that way. So like that type of thing.
So relationships and building it,
And social capital is not for nothing. Like networking, I squeezed my networks for all they were
completely
worth. Yeah. So and used all my social capital. Absolutely. I'm very rich in social capital.
Interesting.
Yeah.